What's up, guys? Thank you for joining me today on Instinctive Addiction Archery. I'm your host, Jeff Phillips. Hope and pray, as always, you enjoy this video, you find it helpful. Say, what you up to today, Jeff? Well, let's just say I'm shooting my Frankenstein bow today. That's right. And really, more or less thinking about the instinctive shot itself. No matter what kind of bow that you're actually shooting, longbows, one-piece recurves, wooden bows in general, or an ILF rig like this one. I call this one Frankenstein, because this is as hybrid as it gets, man. But my gosh, is this thing a shooter. Okay, so what I've got today, you may say, well, what in the world are you shooting today? Okay. This is a Sanlita Hermit X10 19-inch riser with the new DOS ILF clear burl carbon bamboo short limbs, making a 60-inch bow. Triple T string, Selway quiver, running stock grip on this one, wrapped. I have a trophy ridge stabilizer on here and a wrist strap, just like a compound. I mean, it's like, this is as close to shooting a compound bow as you're ever going to find in a recurve bow. And I have bare shaft tuned obsidian 500 spine arrows that I wrapped and fletched myself, 100 grain inserts, 150 grain tips, right at a 500 grain arrow. Okay, so that is the setup for today. But guys, it does not matter what bow you're shooting. It really does not matter. It's all the same principle. If you are going to try to shoot a traditional bow without sights, shooting instinctive, without aiming with the arrow, now if you can develop that process where you can hold and aim with your insert, learn how to judge distance, it is super accurate. It is super accurate. It's a lot like aiming with your compound bow. Okay, but if you have trouble with that, and lots of people do, including myself, it's just so cumbersome to me to do it. It's just not, it's not my thing. It's not my style. I don't like holding a point below an intended target where I'm trying to focus and paying attention to something being below where I want my arrow to go, because that's called the gap. Okay, so I am not a gap shooter. However, it is very accurate if you learn how to do it. Okay, very accurate. But guys, I shoot instinctive. I do. And I've been doing this all of my life since I was a kid. I'm pushing 60 now. I've never shot any different, and I've shot literally every breed of a traditional bow there is to shoot. And the process for me just sort of came natural. And it's no different than a kid. If you watch a kid shoot a bow. Now, where I'm getting to, guys, is not that you're going to go on a 3D course and you're going to beat people that are aiming with arrows. Not going to happen. But if you want to shoot good in the woods, you want to take game without any problem, you want to shoot really good for yourself, and sometimes have really strong days on a 3D course, instinctive is going to be fine. Okay, it truly is. But it is natural. It's natural. You say, well, what does instinctive really mean? Well, guys, it's been argued, it's been debated for years and years. Is there a true instinctive? Is there really? Well, you can look at it this way. Really. Everything is learned. Muscle memory, you know, getting that process down, it's all learned. No different than throwing a ball and hitting something. It's just no different. It's your natural ability and coordination to do something and do it repeatable, okay? Shooting a bow is no different. So you may be a guy that's just coming over to traditional archery and you have no idea which way you want to go, how you want to shoot, what you want to do. All I can help you with is what works for me. I can't help you with what works for everybody else. And believe me, there are lots of different styles and things. There are. And you got to find what works for you. You truly do. So now, the biggest thing in my shot process is lineup. It truly is. And it's almost like from shooting bows in general, not just one bow, not just Frankenstein here, but if I have my long bows, if I have a one piece, a shorter bow, a longer bow, It makes zero difference in my style of shooting as long as I have set those bows up with the correct arrows that fly good out of them, okay? To me, they don't actually shoot any different as far as high and low and things of that nature. No, they really don't. If I'm shooting all between 40 and 45 pound bows, there's just not a lot of difference in them. Okay, so my process, guys, and what works for me and will probably work for you is simply to learn how to line up on your target. How to line up and prepare for the draw and execute a shot. And it's almost like this, guys. Shooting relatively normal distances, 0 to 25 yards. In that range, there's not a whole lot of anything to this except for looking at your intended target, picking a spot where you want your arrow to go, picking where you want that arrow to go, studying that spot. Take time to study it. Look at your spot. Find where you want your arrow to go. Get your bow up. Get it up. Focus. Get it lined up. You can tell where your arrow is going to go from the way that you have it actually lined up. You can truly tell the trajectory path of your arrow. You really can. If you'll start out at short distance, you'll see what I mean. It really, really works. But if you will slightly cant your bow over, just enough to open the sight picture window, study your spot, get your elbow up. The elbow has to come up. You can't draw with a low elbow because that's a collapsed shot. You have to use some back tension. You have to get the bow up, bring the elbow up, drop your head, look at your spot, hook that string, come back into your draw, shoot the shot. Learn how to do it over and over and over the same way, and it becomes so incredibly natural that you don't need sight pins. You don't need any of that. You're just looking at it and shooting it. That plain, that simple. And it's through practice. And if you're having trouble, don't worry about groups. Groups are irrelevant, okay? Don't worry about a group. Worry about shooting one arrow at a time and putting it where you want it to go. Walk up there, get that arrow. If it didn't hit where you want it to hit, think about while you're walking back to wherever you're shooting from. Why? Why did I not? What did I do different, or what did I not do in my process to cause that arrow to not hit its mark? Think about it. Think about your shot. When you make a good shot, take mental note of it. How did I hook the string? Where was my elbow? Where was my head? How did I draw? How did I anchor? Do I remember what that anchor felt like? Did I have the feel? Well, guys, I have a certain anchor, even though I shoot fast. I do. I just developed this years ago. It's how I shoot. I can hold a bow as much as I want to hold it. I mean, holding the bow is not a problem at all for me. Not whatsoever. But I don't during my shot, because holding it beyond what I need can lead to me making a mistake or forcing my release or something. I simply come into my anchor and I am focused on my spot. And I come into my anchor, and when it's there and my elbow's up and it's rotated, when my elbow rotates, my shot explodes. Done. It's gone. There's pure energy. That's why even your hand will fly off the string from the energy of the bow sometimes. Because believe me, watch Rick Welch videos. Rick's old school. Amazing instinctive shot. Watch Rick's videos, and the energy of the bowstring alone, it's explosive, okay? That's what it is. When you're holding the weight, and the more bow weight you hold, the more that is. Lighter weights, no, don't have as much of effect, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's gone. As long as you don't collapse your shot. Don't drop your bow arm. Don't raise your head up. Don't try to see where the arrow's going. Stay engaged in that shot as much as you can, okay? That's the ticket. But learn how to look at a target. I mean, You don't have to start out at 20 yards. Start out at 10, 5, doesn't matter. And simply practice on looking at something, drawing, coming into anchor, getting your head into it. When I say head into it, the head is going into that arrow where that arrow is under your dominant eye. It's where it needs to be. Just like this. My anchor is this. I feel when I draw, I feel my index finger right here under my cheekbone. I feel it come into my cheekbone. My thumb is down. I don't shoot thumb out or anything. I shoot thumb down so it's out of the way and it gets behind my ear. So when I draw and I rotate, my elbow comes around. I'm focused. My elbow comes around. My hook is right here. It's hooking this right here. And as my elbow rotates, it comes off the string. It's gone. Okay? And that's it. It is a very simple shot process. But it's incredibly effective. You just can't lose focus. When you lose focus, and guys ask me all the time, they say, man, my groups are good at 10 and 15 yards, but when I hit 20 and 25, they get all over the place. I say, well, you know what's happening? One or two things. You're losing focus because up close you can see that tiny spot you're trying to hit. And as you get further back, you can't see it as good, so you're not focusing as hard. Number two, you're collapsing the shot. You're breaking down something in that process that you're not breaking down up close. And there again, it doesn't matter what kind of bow. If you build a super bow like this, like, you know, an ILF rig that's just complete next level when it comes to recurve bows, or you're shooting a $100 wooden black hunter, it does not make any difference. The shot is the same. Recurve to longbow, it does not make any difference. You have to do the exact same thing with every one of these bows. Every one of them. And that's it. I mean, guys, you just simply look, line up before you ever draw. Line up, study it. When you come up, if it was a live deer, it's no different. You're looking at it, you're coming up, and as I come up, as I'm coming up, I'm barely pulling tension on my string, and my hook is coming in. My hook is getting ready. I'm hooking that string. I got it. Oh my God. I got a big lead. Awesome. I promise you, you could not probably fit you can't fit another arrow in between those two. Okay. Okay, then that one I shot first, the video, and that right there. Okay, looking at it, drawing, and executing. But you know what? It comes from practice. It comes from practice, and there again, whatever bow you're shooting, whatever it is, and I will tell you where your struggles are going to come in. If you're trying to shoot too many pounds, I'm drawing 43 pounds on this bow. These are 45-pound limbs. Put them on a 19-inch riser because they're measured on a 17-inch riser. They drop 2 pounds. So I'm shooting 43 pounds on these limbs. Very, very comfortable limbs for me. 40s are even more comfortable. But if you are starting out and you're trying to shoot a 55 or 60-pound bow, and sometimes even a 50, trying to manhandle one, you are gonna be all over the place. There is no way you can establish any kind of form if you overbow yourself starting out. It don't work, guys. It don't. That's where I struggled. My early years, man, hand-me-down bows and stuff like that were way too heavy for me. I struggled so much. I could barely even get to full draw. So, no, there's no way that I ever could have learned to shoot a repetitive shot. I mean, I could get decently close. I could, but once I got my first bow that I actually could come in to draw and look and shoot without fatiguing out, my accuracy went through the roof. I learned how to shoot that bow so much better, okay? And guys, it doesn't matter what kind it is. Again, just don't try to shoot too many pounds. I recommend if you're shooting 70 on a compound, get a 40 or 45 max. Do not exceed 45 pounds whatsoever on a traditional bow to start out with. Do not do it. Don't do it. Don't try to be macho, because you're going to find that you're going to have to shoot that bow a lot, a whole lot. You're going to get tired. You're using muscles that you do not use with that compound. Those compound muscles are completely different than these trad muscles. Complete different group. You haven't used them. You hadn't done it. And I promise you, you're going to get yourself wore out, and you'll develop really bad habits, and you will quit and go back to your compound completely. You will do it every time. So trust me, don't overbow yourself, whatever you do. And the main thing is, have fun. Just, man, have fun with it. That's the name of the game. Why do you even want to do this if it's not fun? It is. It is. Just start with some pounds you can handle. Get your arrows flying good. Work on that shot process. Your confidence will go through the roof, and you'll be ready to go hunting, I promise you. You will be going hunting. So, guys, I love you so much, and I thank you for joining me today on Instinctive Addiction Archery. I'm your host, Jeff Phillips, and hope and pray that everything we say and do bring honor and glory to the good Lord above. It gives us all this cool stuff to enjoy, including shooting these bows. Until next time, God bless you.